Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And we are now filling the beds. So if you caught yesterday's video, we built new raised beds and we have our current beds that need a little compost topping.
Yeah.
One thing about raised beds that you'll notice, year after year, the rain and everything packs it down. So you need to top it off with compost, or try to at least every year, just to bring it back up, and that way you can continue to put the nutrients back into your soil. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us today to get these beds done. We've already almost filled one, but we have a lot of soil and a lot of compost sitting on a trailer that needs to go back to my father-in-law tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
That's what he said. I'll come get it tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
There might be some leeway there. I don't know. I quit. It's a hot one too today.
Yeah. Pool's not ready, so.
After the dirt, babe, we'll work on the pool.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, almost ran into one of the beds. So we got these two over here. We've already started filling that one up. We've made some pretty good progress. Here's the other bed. We need to top it off because I was trying to really make the soil last because we didn't get enough the last time. But we got more now, so I'd put more in that bed as well. And then all of these need a little topping out. But we can't do most of these until we take the plants out. So the garlic will stay, but we got to take all the kale out. It's time to pull up the carrots, and then also time to take out the lettuce. So we've got a lot of work on our hands. There she is. Just think about how hot it is. Come on, babe, we got this. Let's go. All right, update. Both the new beds are filled, and now we are starting on this 30-footer again, topping it off because it started to sink. And I have to shoot you this way, because if it gets any closer or any hotter, it might be some naked gardening up in here, isn't it, baby? Yeah. It's nice and warm. Ooh-wee. All right, let's show you what we got left. So the whole bed was completely full. We've made it over halfway, and now we're getting ready to get into our beautiful compost that we have. Look at that black magic. So we are on the way, but we are sweaty. Okay, we've gotten all of the beds topped and done. We are definitely not done. There's still plenty of soil, but we decided since it is straight up the heat of the day, we're gonna take a little break and go to the Roll King.
Full stuff.
Full stuff. So we gotta get like a mop and some things to clean it out, right?
Yeah. By the way, if you're new here, I'm obsessed with my pool.
She is obsessed with the pool.
It's a major priority.
And a lot of that obsession is, first off, it gets very humid in Kentucky, not as bad as some of y'all down south. Secondly, we live in a semi-off-grid home that has a couple window ACs, but it gets hot. So we live by a pool around here. You got ding-dongs going off everywhere. All right, but we thought we'd take y'all on the Roll King. I think even right now, every state is so different that maybe it would be interesting to see what we got to go through.
Yeah.
Let's go. Whew, that was coming to town to enjoy some AC, a nice little relaxing time. I just loaded, so you can see back here. Now you can barely tell. 25 more 2 cubic feet of absolute black mulch. She kept telling me, bend with the knees, bend with the knees.
Bend with the knees.
After all the work we just did with that kind of pooped me out a little. So we went to Roll King. It was a packed house, madhouse. It's supposed to be one person per family, so I do all the going in stuff. They just get to hang out in the AC. But they were really busy, and it acted like nothing had changed. And then we're over here at our good little farm store. It's called Chisholm's, and it is busier than Roll King.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
It's nuts. I think for the most part around here, people are over it.
Yeah.
In our town, we got, as of today, and the most we've ever had is 14 cases of all this stuff. So I think people
We're
are
in
just,
a different town. I don't know about this town.
they're very similar. They're one right beside us, but I think people keep hearing that number and they're
It's
like,
not moving. So
right.
People are just kind of over it.
Yeah. And I can't say I blame them. It's been a long time. We've all been cooped up for a while. We've rarely ventured out. This is probably the most we've done in a really long time. But don't be scared. get some fresh air, use your safety.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you're washing your hands and keeping clean, but don't trap yourself. We did the 2-week lockdown, didn't go a single place, and now it's time to breathe a little, get a little fresh air.
Plus we have things to do, so.
Yeah, it's spring. It's spring in Kentucky, and it is time to get busy, and you can tell that with everyone else.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we have a frost coming, and I actually heard them talking in there. It's one of my favorite places because it's full of a bunch of veterans, we'll say. Veterans of gardening. And so you'll have some younger people buying some tomato plants, tomato starts from here. Then like the owner and others are like, you better cover them up. We got a frost coming this weekend. And they're like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, it's going to frost this weekend. I'm just sitting there laughing, listening to them. Like at least they're telling them, so it's not just buying and dying, but we do. So our week of vacation is going to just be doing projects because this weekend it's going to frost again.
Yeah.
So we'll have to plant afterwards, but we have plenty to do. So let's get home. Hopefully I take a breather sitting here and get home and get back to work. Let's go. All right, we're back home and I am done lifting things. I don't want to do any more hauling of the dirt today. It's getting later in the day. You all won't see this on Monday, but it is Monday when we're shooting it. And that's also when we do our live. So I'm going to call it an early night. However, there's a couple more things that I want to get done to set myself up to get right rolling tomorrow. And that's pull up the lettuce bed because everything's bolted. We'll save the seeds that are there, but the rest of stuff I'm just going to pull out. And then our kale bed, which tried to get going, but it just never got there. It got too hot too quick, so it all bolted. So I'm going to leave the carrots for one more week to let them get a little bit bigger since we're not going to plant it just yet. And of course the garlic will stay. But I need to top off these beds here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up all that lettuce. And then I'm going to call this Monday a day. Well, unfortunately not, because when you have a farm, you have chores too. So you got to get your grow work and your run work all done before you can call it a day. So do this, feed everybody, do the live, milk, and then maybe Jen and I'll eat somewhere in the middle of that. Let's go.
Leaving everything behind me. Everywhere I go, this ain't my bed. But what I chose, I used to be outnumbered.
One bed done. I always love doing that, doing a little hand tilling. Getting it in there, getting it all loosened up and getting it refreshed. This is my new favorite garden tool. It's just like a short-handed pitchfork with a little bit stronger bent things. It was like my great aunt's. She gave it to me when she passed away. But it's awesome, especially for raised beds. You don't have to bend down so far, and it really works turning the soil, not killing up the worms too much. So might want to check into one of those. I'll try to see if I can find one on Amazon. I'll put it down below. But it is awesome, and like literally the best thing I've used so far to turn up dirt. All right, one down, one to go.
Send some flowers to my love for not letting me take her. I have longed for her so dearly, for I have missed more than I've seen. Spending all my time on a mountainside with pumps for gasoline. I'm so tired.
Bed number 2 complete. Now it's time to not let any of this bolted stuff go to waste. The rabbits and the chickens get to have a nice dinner.
Watching late night talking shows lately, I feel like a road shot full of holes, leaving everything behind me. Everywhere I go, this ain't my bed. What I chose, I used to be outnumbered, but now I'm just a ghost. I'm just a ghost.
All right, everybody is happy eating all the bitter lettuce that we won't eat, but they love.
Yeah.
So we have had an awesome first day of vacation for myself. I've been extremely productive. We got all kinds of things done.
Yeah.
And we got a lot more to do.
A lot more to do.
Now it's time for chores. I'm already in the process of it. We hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a lot of fun. Just kind of a little bit of a day in the life on vacation.
Yeah.
But we will catch y'all again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below.
Yep, we love y'all.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.